does it mean to be working with Blake again?
Oh, yeah. Talking about you.
Do you block people ever?
No, I've muted some people. Now that it's a function on Twitter and Instagram, there's a couple people that I have muted.
Good.
Yeah.
Anna Kendrick is the latest celebrity to speak out against Blake Lively for her alleged problematic behavior, and this accusation might be one of the most concerning yet. Anna claims that Blake bullied her during their time filming together, reinforcing long-standing rumors about their off-screen tensions. But it doesn't end there. Anna isn't just making vague accusations. She asserts that she has solid proof, including evidence that Blake allegedly treated the crew so poorly that some even quit due to her mean girl energy. For those who assume the tension between Anna and Blake ended after a simple favor, think again. Anna has made it clear that she still has unresolved issues with Blake, especially in light of the ongoing drama between Blake and Justin Baldoni. Known for her candid nature, Anna didn't hold back when asked about the situation at the premiere of Another Simple Favor. When a journalist tried to get her opinion on Blake's feud with Justin, Anna skillfully dodged the question, letting her silence speak volumes.
Yeah, so now the other thing I want to ask you, how do you feel like how does it feel like the movie's being impacted kind of by everything happening around going on in the world?
Why, what happened? I did ayahuasca and the last year of my life is just gone, but I've heard the movie's amazing.
Wait.
Talk about being expertly media trained. However, when Anna was interacting with fans outside the venue, one fan directly asked her how she felt about Blake, and her response said it all.
What does it mean to be working with Blake again?
Oh, yeah. Talking about you all day.
Yeah, it's obvious that Anna does not like Blake at all, and she's not afraid to show it. But when Blake was asked about working with Anna, her response painted a very different picture.
What does it mean to be back with Anna?
Oh, it's the best. I'm so happy.
Okay, so someone is clearly not telling the truth because those two responses couldn't be more different. Fans even pointed out that Blake's answer seemed a little forced. And if that wasn't enough, Anna's body language during Blake's speech at the event made it painfully clear that she did not want to be there.
Capri and Rome, honestly, so Paul, we really wanted to make this second movie, and I was like, Paul, he wanted to shoot in Capri, and I was like, that sounds amazing, but it's very expensive, and let's just, shoot in Connecticut. That's where the first one took place. I didn't understand why it needed to be Capri, and now I want to live there. I love it so much. They serve you ice cream and lemons, and it's just magical. They sell hats. That crazy, beautiful hat was just a hat in a store. Like, humans buy that. It's amazing.
No, Blake came to us with, I just found this hat. I go, wait, let's close out this landing pad of the hat.
It's a roof. We need it. It was like,
it's in.
So anyway, it's just like, it's pretty magical. So yeah, it was really nice. And Rome was really cool.
There's definitely tension between these two, and according to reports, it all traces back to the filming of A Simple Favor. Allegedly, Blake was a diva on set, making things extremely difficult for Anna. For those who need a refresher, Anna and Blake had everyone talking when they teamed up for A Simple Favor in 2018. The film was a massive success, and on the surface, they appeared to be the perfect duo. But leave it to the internet to dig deeper. Fans are now realizing things might not have been as picture-perfect as they seemed. Recently, fans resurfaced an old interview from their press tour. While Blake's comments were initially brushed off as jokes, in hindsight, people are starting to believe there was a lot more to what she was saying. Perhaps even something a bit darker.
So, I feel like your character is like the most confident woman in the world, and yours is like very insecure.
Yeah.
Are you guys, but you guys are like, both of you have this attitude about you that...
In real life, it's the other way around, and I constantly have to call Blake and be like, it's okay, you're good at giving interviews, I promise you, people like you, they respect you.
A lot of talking.
Gotta give her a pep talk. I'm like, we're amazing, we're powerful.
True.
I'm the reason she gets out of bed in the morning.
And Anna's just an egomaniac, as you can see. So,
Yeah. I'm
so I
incredible.
learned a lot from her.
In the same video, Blake expressed appreciation for Anna's uplifting comments. On the surface, it seemed like a nice moment, but fans weren't convinced. Many felt that Blake was being incredibly shady.
Good at telling yourself these things, because I think we are the only person who can tell ourselves that we're good and that we're to give ourselves confidence, right?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it feels good when Anna gives me confidence, too. I like compliments. I'm not below compliments. That's what my mom always says. She's like, wants me to compliment her, and she's like, I'm not below compliments. I'm like, it's clear that you're not, because she's always...
You all already know Anna doesn't have time for BS, so she casually joked about muting Blake on Instagram. She laughed it off at the time, but with everything that's come out since, fans are now convinced she wasn't joking, just telling the truth in a slick way.
Not great. Blocked.
Yeah.
Do you block people ever?
No, I've muted some people. Now that it's a function on Twitter and Instagram, there's a couple people that I have muted.
Good.
Yeah.
At first, this might have seemed like two co-stars playfully throwing jabs at each other, but the tension apparently ran much deeper. Insiders later reported that Anna and Blake had a major falling out during filming. An anonymous source even stepped forward, claiming, "Hey, I saw your TikTok about Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively. I worked for Lionsgate at the time and can confirm the rumors are true. They hated each other." The studio had to step in and tell them to at least pretend to get along during press tours because it was getting too obvious. Anna, in particular, was really competitive with Blake and constantly pushed for more promotion than her. She even made us Photoshop her bleep in a simple favor posters to be as big as, or bigger than, Blake's. And that wasn't the only complaint about Anna. In one resurfaced clip, she appeared to be deliberately annoying Blake, who, despite her best efforts, couldn't hide her true feelings.
I met Blake, I worked with her husband Ryan several years ago, so I met Blake a few times through Ryan on that film.
Got it.
And thought she seemed nice, and little did I know.
Yeah. Look at the body language experts analyzing this right now. How quickly do you...
Don't touch me.
How quickly do you know if you're gonna gel with a co-star? Is it like day one, you're like, okay, I'm in this and it's not working, or?
I feel like it's pretty rapid cognition for me.
Yeah, I think you know, but there's some people, like, I've had people who, like, I don't necessarily, like, we're not best buddies at all moments, but, like, do we do well together on screen? And there's some people that, like, we're best buddies, and then on screen it's like, so you just never really know.
It looks like Anna may have also played a role in this feud, as she doesn't come off as entirely innocent either. Reports suggest that she took subtle digs at Blake, intentionally getting under her skin. And it clearly worked. By the time filming wrapped up, tensions were so high that some thought a full-blown fight was inevitable. But how did the beef even start? Before filming A Simple Favor, the two weren't best friends, but they were at least civil. Somewhere along the way, that changed, and according to Anna, it was all Blake's fault. Allegedly, once filming began, Anna noticed a shift in Blake's behavior toward her and eventually concluded that Blake was jealous of her. Anna might have a point, considering Blake herself admitted in a BuzzFeed interview that she felt a certain way after learning Anna had an easier schedule than her. Blake shared, "My most challenging day, I'm still scarred by this, was when I worked late the night before. They told me to come in an hour and a half later the next morning, but they didn't adjust Anna's call time. I came in and was like, 'Oh, so weird, where's Anna?' And they were like, 'Oh, she's been ready for an hour.'" Anna's response? "That was the day I decided I hate you." While it seemed like a joke at the time, many now believe she was dead serious. Fans pointed out that Blake made the situation all about herself, completely ignoring how unfair it was to Anna. And this wasn't an isolated moment. Sources claim Blake repeatedly tried to exert dominance on set, allegedly making snide remarks and backhanded compliments toward Anna. Even more shocking, rumors suggest Blake may have even tried to get Anna cut from the sequel, Another Simple Favor. Considering Anna's role is central to the story, it's wild to think Blake thought she could pull that off. On top of all this, Blake's ongoing drama with Justin Baldoni has only added fuel to the fire. Sources claim that Blake and Anna clashed behind the scenes over their billing in the sequel, and the negative press surrounding Blake has cast a shadow over the film's release. Given the backlash Blake is facing, from her plantation wedding with Ryan Reynolds to past accusations of racial insensitivity, fans are calling for a boycott of her movies. One fan even bluntly stated, "No thanks, sorry Anna, but you're collateral damage." An insider confirmed, "There is a gigantic pink elephant in the room that no one is acknowledging. The backlash to the initial promo has been brutal. There are protests, and people are refusing to see it." As a result, Anna reportedly wants to distance herself from Blake as much as possible, even considering promoting the movie alone to avoid being dragged into Blake's controversies. Originally, the studio planned for them to do promo together, but now, Anna might go solo out of fear that interviews will turn into a Lively versus Baldoni Q&A session. But here's where things get even messier. When Blake failed to get Anna fired, she allegedly made one last power move, demanding top billing over Anna. In the original A Simple Favor, Anna got top billing, so she assumed the same would happen again. But Blake fought for her name to come first. After weeks of negotiations, they settled on staggered billing, meaning Anna's name appears first, while Blake's is slightly higher on the right side, technically equal billing in Hollywood. However, eagle-eyed fans noticed that on the movie poster, Blake's name is positioned just a bit higher than Anna's. It may seem small, but in Hollywood,
I just noticed something, and I don't know if I'm reading too much into it, but I just noticed that for the new A Simple Favor, I've been calling it A Simple Favor 2, it's supposed to be Another Simple Favor. with starring Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick. When I was looking at it, I noticed, and if you look at the poster, Blake Lively's name is like sitting up higher than Anna Kendrick's, but it's like off to the side up high. It doesn't make any sense. It looks so weird, but it's weird. Anna Kendrick's name is first, but then up higher and to the right of it is Blake Lively's name floating above her. And I looked at, they put out several different posters for this new movie coming out. They announced it's being released May 1st, and it's in all of them. So then I went back and looked at all the A Simple Favor movies previously. Not all of them, but the previous one. And it's not like that. It says Anna Kendrick's name first, and then Blake Lively is next.
So yeah, Anna not wanting to work with Blake again isn't exactly a shocker, especially since she wasn't the only one who allegedly had issues with Blake's behavior. It turns out Anna may have been holding back this whole time because, according to reports, Blake's so-called mean girl energy wasn't just reserved for her co-stars. Rumors suggest that Blake bullied a former assistant so badly on the set of the first A Simple Favor that the assistant ended up quitting. Assistant director Barbara Seaman recently spilled some behind-the-scenes tea when A Simple Favor star Henry Golding made a post hyping up the sequel. That's when Barbara jumped into the comments and casually dropped a bombshell, claiming she actually quit the first movie because of Blake's treatment. And this isn't just some random internet gossip. This is someone who worked on the film coming forward and saying, "Yeah, it was that bad." Barbara wrote, "I worked with you on the first one. My experience with everyone was absolutely amazing, except for a certain someone, who is the reason I quit being an AD. Guess who that person is? I wish you all the best with this, though." She later deleted the comment, but as we all know, nothing ever truly disappears from the internet. After receiving support from fans, she opened up even more, saying, "Thanks for the kindness. I want to avoid attention around this, but I will say she was cruel to many. I know I cried my way home many nights because you try so hard to please someone who is never pleased and puts you down constantly. I can't believe it's actually getting back at her. Karma is real." Yeah, the more we hear about this, the more understandable Anna's stance becomes. So it's no surprise that she has made it very clear she is 100% Team Justin Baldoni. Just last month, Anna took the stage at the British Academy Film Awards to present the award for Best Director. While on stage, she took a moment to emphasize the importance of respect in the industry, praising both actors and production staff for their hard work. She described the job as both exhilarating and exhausting, highlighting just how demanding the filmmaking process can be.
We all have huge respect for directors. It's one of the most exhilarating and exhausting jobs in the world. It's juggling a million decisions, answering endless questions, and somehow still making sure that the story shines through.
On the surface, Anna's speech seemed like a standard, well-meaning tribute to the dedication required to bring a movie to life. But given everything that's been resurfacing about her experience on A Simple Favor, some fans are starting to read between the lines. Was this just a general statement, or was she subtly shading a certain someone known for making the workplace less respectful? You know, a certain someone who also happens to be beefing with a director right now? With all the behind-the-scenes drama coming to light, some people think Anna was making a quiet but pointed statement about the kind of toxic behavior she doesn't tolerate. And what makes Anna's comment even more interesting is that she usually stays away from drama as much as possible. So the fact that she's subtly showing support for Justin makes it clear, she's sick and tired of Blake. And honestly, considering how badly Blake allegedly bullied her and even tried to get her fired, Anna might be right to finally take a stand. But what do you all think? Is Anna doing the right thing by calling out Blake now that they have a movie coming out? Should she have waited to speak up, or is this the perfect time to make her stance clear? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and then check out this next video.